Right. No, 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 no. You know, guys, that I'm always on. This has now come out, right? That apparently border force officials could strike over plans to turn boats around in the channel. Right. Let me just tell you something about border force. Right. I don't have any problems with border force. I never had any problems with border force whilst I was actually filming the migrants coming off these boats with Tracy, with XXTWX, with Dave G, with Chris Johnson, with Steve Laws, right? Look at this, right? Migrant crisis. Border force officials could strike over plans to turn boats around in the channel. Okay, right. You're going to strike about it. Okay, so now part of me is now thinking, hang on a minute. Are you actually protecting our borders? Or do you know that that's your honey? Is that your milk and honey, right? Come on. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this story. The Home Office is facing legal action over proposals to turn small boats around at sea, a tactic campaigners warn could put lives at risk. Now, even before I actually read this story, right, and I have read this story, I thought, all right, is that my mate Bridget Chapman, or is that Care for Calais, or is that Kent Refugee Action Network getting involved in this bullshit, right? Okay, who is it? Carry on. Border Force officials could go on strike over Priti Patel's morally reprehensible plans to turn back dinghies in the English Channel, a union has said. Right. What union? What union is my very first question. A union has said. The Home Office is facing legal action over proposals to turn small boats around at sea, a tactic campaigners warn could put lives at risk. Right. Fundamentally, guys, right? Fundamentally, if you actually go over to a small boat and you say, no, turn back, go back home, what they're going to do, right? They're going to jump overboard and then they're going to have to be rescued by such like as the RNLI, and then they're going to be brought back into the UK anyway. So, Priti Patel's pretty useless strategy of trying to actually turn back the boats ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen, right? Not in a month of Sundays. The news comes after figures compiled, 28,000, whatever. The government continues various options to tackle the issue and has invited businesses to a non-disclosure agreement about meeting the hope of hearing innovative ideas. I tell you what, right? Why don't you get me, right? Why don't you get me, XXTWX, Steve Laws, Chris Johnson, Dave G, right? Active Patriot and Little Veteran. Why don't you get us around the table? Why don't you get us around the table to actually discuss your ideas? Absolute hogwash here. The Public and Commercial Services Union, PCS, whose members include around 80% of the Border Force officials who would be tasked with implementing the pushbacks, and the charity Care for Calais, there it is, have filed an application for judicial review on the pushback policy. It's this makes a mockery of this. They intend to challenge the lawfulness of redirecting boats out of UK waters and back to France. Right. Listen to me, right? Listen to me. And please listen, because I know, okay? I have first-hand experience of A, being down in Dover Docks, B, being the son of a woman who was actually working with illegal migrants, C, has actually spoken and is friends with Border Force officials, right? Here we go. The union, even if the court application is unsuccessful, says the legality of pushbacks policy. No, right. Fact is, you can't push them back. The fact is, now, I've got a friend who actually runs a restaurant in Calais, right? And do you know what she said? Do you know what she said over the phone? Calais has never been cleaner, right? That's a fact. Calais has never been cleaner. Because the French don't want them, right? The French don't want them. Of course, the gendarmerie is going to push them over our way. Of course they will, right? The French, it's a vote winner for Macron. It's a vote winner. Macron says, oh, no, the English can have them. The English can have them. The problem is our benefit system, and the problem is the drug dealing, smuggling, Albanian drug dealers. The Albanian drug dealers. This is where it comes from. Follow the money. Although we are hoping for a positive attitude. No. It risks opening horrific things. Right, so how many more? How many more do you want to keep getting on those flimsy dinghies? I don't know. Facing another year. I'll tell you what, right? We had 28,300, and that's the ones that we know about last year. I reckon it's going to be 60, 70,000 by the end of this year. So, anyway, that's just my opinion. You can choose to disagree with me, and I know that I'm going to get a lot of hate and I'm going to get a lot of trolls. I really don't care, right? If you want to actually debate me, right? And I keep putting out this. Bridget Chapman of Cant Refugee Action Network, Care for Calais, come and actually debate me. Come and actually have, right, a nice chat. We can sit down and we can speak about this. Right? I'll film it, you film it, it's fine. But they don't. They choose not to. Why? Because they know I'll wipe the floor with them.